Here is a clear, detailed, and easy-to-understand summary of Talking to Psychopaths, Chapter 5, within 4,000 words. Blue Book Talking to Psychopaths, Chapter 5 Summary. Introduction. In Chapter 5, Christopher Berry continues his intense exploration into the minds of violent psychopaths. By this point in the book, the reader already understands what psychopathy is, how it develops, how psychopaths behave in interviews, their emotional emptiness and manipulation. Chapter 5 goes deeper into the relationship between psychopaths and their victims, the concept of control, and the psychological satisfaction they gain from domination. This chapter becomes more disturbing because it focuses less on theory and more on how psychopaths view other human beings. Brain victims as objects, not people. One of the most powerful ideas in Chapter 5 is this: psychopaths do not see victims as human beings. Instead, they see them as objects, tools, targets, opportunities. Berry explains that many offenders talk about their victims without using emotional language. There is no empathy, no sadness, no regret. For example, instead of saying, "I ruined someone's life," they may say, "She was in the wrong place at the wrong time." This emotional distance allows them to commit horrific acts without feeling guilt. Direct hit: the desire for control. Control is a major theme in Chapter 5. Many psychopaths are obsessed with dominating others, controlling fear, feeling powerful, proving superiority. For them, the crime is not just about violence, it is about power over another person. Berry explains that during interviews, some offenders describe the moment of control as the most satisfying part of the crime. This shows that their motivation is psychological, not just physical. Neutral face: emotional emptiness revisited. Chapter 5 reinforces the idea that psychopaths lack genuine emotional depth. They may understand that others suffer, recognize that families grieve, know that society condemns them, but emotionally they feel disconnected. This emotional void is what allows them to repeat violent behavior, sleep calmly after crimes, speak about violence casually. This is not normal criminal anger, it is emotional absence. Performing arts: the mask continues. Berry reminds readers that many psychopaths maintain a normal appearance. They may have families, hold jobs, be respected in their communities, appear polite and intelligent. This contrast between normal life and secret violence makes psychopathy especially dangerous. Chapter 5 highlights that some offenders live double lives for years before being caught. This ability to blend into society is one of their most frightening traits. Jigsaw rationalization and self-justification. Psychopaths rarely accept moral responsibility. Instead, they justify their crimes by saying, "She provoked me. I lost control. I was misunderstood. It wasn't that serious." Berry explains that this rationalization protects their ego. They cannot admit moral failure because they do not experience guilt in the normal way. Their thinking is self-centered. They see themselves as important, others are secondary. Magnifying glass: tilted left: psychological observation during interviews. In Chapter 5, Berry describes observing small details during interviews. Sudden smiles at inappropriate moments, calm tone while describing violence, lack of visible tension, controlled posture. Some psychopaths appear more irritated about being imprisoned than about harming someone. This reveals their priorities. They care about themselves, not the damage they caused. Warning: the illusion of regret. Sometimes psychopaths pretend to feel remorse. Berry warns that Regret may be strategic. Apologies may be manipulative. Tears may be fake. They might show emotion when they believe it will help them. Gain sympathy. Shorten a sentence. Impress parole boards. Manipulate interviewers. But when questioned deeply, inconsistencies appear. Their remorse often lacks emotional authenticity. Brain violence and curiosity. Another disturbing idea in Chapter 5 is curiosity. Some psychopaths describe wanting to see what would happen, test their limits, experience extreme control. Violence for them can become a form of stimulation. Because they feel emotional emptiness, they may seek intense experiences to feel something. This emotional boredom can lead to escalating behavior. Society's blind spot. Barity also highlights that society often misses warning signs. Psychopaths can hide behind charm, manipulate authority figures, present themselves as victims, gain trust easily. This is why many victims never suspect danger until it is too late. Chapter 5 emphasizes the importance of awareness. Understanding psychopathy is not about fascination, it is about protection. Key lessons from Chapter 5. Psychopaths see victims as objects, not people. Control and dominance are